RaceView Network's Weekend Wrap-Up is sponsored by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association and by Remington Park Racing Casino.
Hello and welcome to RaceView Network's Weekend Wrap-Up. I'm Jim Byers. For this week's edition, we've come on location to Remington Park in Oklahoma City. On this night, it's the night of the Mega Card, featuring the Grade 1 Heritage Place Futurity, as Remington Park wrapped up its American Quarter Horse meeting this past weekend, and on Saturday featured a multiple stakes program. We'll cover some of those big races for you in the next few minutes. Let's get right into the action with the Grade 1 Remington Park Invitational Championship. Classic quarter horse distance of 440 yards. There was an important scratch in here. The morning line favorite, Gold Digging Ashley, but still a very strong field went in this one, which was worth some $250,000, including a 2014 AQHA World Champion. JRC Cala's First was making his second start of the season here, but was let go at 11-1 after running third in his seasonal debut at Sam Houston. The 3-2 favorite is Leo Stakes winner Dashin' Brown Streak.
Dashin' Brown Streak right there. That pair already separated by a length and a half of others. Wagon Full of Gold moving on third. Purity Spit now fourth, trying to move through traffic. His Priceless Feature. Dashin' Brown Streak, final 150 yards, has the advantage. Houdini trying to keep up. It's not happening. Dashin' Brown Streak gliding home an easy winner in the Remington Park Championship.
That's 5 in a row going back to last year for Dashin' Brown Streak, now a multiple Grade 1 winner this spring at Remington. Bred in Louisiana by Flat Get It Farm. This gelding by Hot Doggin' and the Streakin' La Jolla mare Anna's Streakin' Dash was once repurchased out of the 2011 Heritage Place mixed sale for $8,000 by C.W. Navarre. Trained by John Brasso, Dashin' Brown Streak races for Melvin Hatley and the estate of C.W. Navarre. His regular rider these days is G.R. Carter.
This horse is just he's really on top of his game right now, and he went to the gate and was real focused and just left there right on the lead. Houdini might have broke right with him, but whenever I called on him, he opened up, put about 3/4 on Houdini, and it was just a matter of keeping him busy and keeping him in front, and he's a really good horse. He's got it all. He's big, beautiful, pretty quick for as big as he is, and down the track he's even better.
Final time for the RP Invitational Championship, 21.315 seconds. Another graded race on Saturday at Remington. Fillies and Mares 3 and up went 400 yards in the Grade 3 Junos Request Stakes for a $52,080 purse. Number 9, Premier Ethics, is the 7-5 favorite.
Little Famous Dash and Cool Wave, they battle early on in cahoots, is running third to the outside roll, and here's Premier Ethics flying halfway home. Little Famous Dash is still there. Premier Ethics sights set inside, and still Cool Wave. Premier Ethics now guns for the front. Premier Ethics trying to make it to the line in time, and does.
Now 6 for 6 in a career that began just a few months ago, Florida-bred Premier Ethics once again runs down a field under Jordanis Amaro. This is the first graded win for the daughter of Ethics Aside and the Reed's Dash mare Poker Pot Dash, bred by Rogelio Martinez. Premier Ethics is owned by AA Ranch, trained by Jorge Gonzalez. Cool Wave a neck back in second with Lil Famous Dash third. The winner's time, 19.622 seconds. Saturday's big night at Remington Park concluded with the Grade 3 Remington Distance Handicap at 870 yards. The purse just exceeds $50,000 here. The 6-5 favorite is a New Mexico shipper, number 2 Executive Trust.
And CJ's Rock Solid now taking the lead by a head. Furlong to go. Mixed Fancy backs up second. Dropping Timber settles in third. And Executive Trust begins to rally fourth. Final 16th. CJ's Rock Solid in complete control. All-out drive going on to win by 2.
CJ's Rock Solid is a veteran gelding who becomes a graded winner in career start number 34. A Texas-bred son of Rock Solid Jess and Sultry Miss, who's by the signature. CJ's Rock Solid has earned almost $138,000 in his career. He was bred by Rockin' J Running Horses, who owns him along with Jack Madden. Tammy K. Johnson is the trainer, and Ricardo Aguirre is the winning jockey. Final time, 44.950 seconds. Our next race on Saturday's Mega Card at Remington Park is the richest edition ever of the Heritage Place Derby. This is a Grade 2 race at 400 yards. The trials were on May 10th. Coming out of the trials, the 3-1 morning line favorite was BP Cartel's Policy, the Iowa Double Gold Futurity winner from last year. Another big contender is this spring's Oklahoma Derby winner, Politically Correct.
They're off in the Heritage Place Derby. In the air, GW She's a Special Rose out sharply. Candy Cartel's Cat, an Okie Paint Job down at the rail flying. Our Painted Wagon moving up outside. Both BP Cartel's Policy and Politically Correct now full of run. Candy Cartel's Cat inside Our Painted Wagon. Here comes Politically Correct flying outside, trying to catch Our Painted Wagon on the line.
It looked closer than a neck, but that's the official margin for Our Painted Wagon under Jorge Linares to win the Heritage Place Derby. Oklahoma bred gelding by PYC Paint Your Wagon and the Chicks Beduino mare Our Little Sis. Our Painted Wagon was a $46,000 purchase as a 2-year-old out of the Heritage Place mixed sale in 2012. He was bred by Bob and Deanna Williams and is owned by Rosa Acado. Steven Salazar, the trainer. The time here for 400 yards, 19.595 seconds. Time for us to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll have the Grade 1 $1.2 million Heritage Place Futurity.
An official representative for horsemen in the state, the OQHRA administers race, benevolence, and scholarship programs, all to better the state of racing in the state of Oklahoma. Visit OQHRA.com.
The biggest of the big races on Saturday at Remington Park was the Grade 1 Heritage Place Futurity, the first $1 million Futurity of the 2015 racing season, worth $1.29 million. 350 yards the distance. 2 days of trials, May 11th and 12th. And among the finalists, the 2 winners of the other major Futurities this spring at Remington Park, Regard with Respect and T-Chick. Only 3 runners in here went off with single-digit odds. At 7-1 is number 2 BV Midnight Express, whose only prior defeat came as the favorite in the rich Remington Park Futurity in April against fellow Oklahoma breds. Another looking to rebound from the Remington Futurity is number 4 A Trace of Paint. This filly was produced by graded winner First Painted Sign and is a 2-time trial winner. Number 7 T-Chick is highly regarded at 5-2 and for good reason. This gelding brings a 3-for-3 career mark into the Heritage Place Futurity, including a gutty victory in the Oklahoma Futurity in March at Remington Park. Like T-Chick, another major winner from this meeting is Remington Futurity winner Regard with Respect, number 8, the 4-5 favorite. Ridden by Larry Payne for trainer Guillermo Valdivia, Regard with Respect is the fastest qualifier for this. He enters with a 3-for-3 career record, looking for back-to-back major wins.
They're off in the Heritage Place Futurity. A bobble by Regard with Respect away sharply T-Chick. Now Regard with Respect has the legs going and is right there with T-Chick. Inside, BV Midnight Express running a big one, has the advantage. Big filly, A Trace of Paint rolling along. Now second, BV Midnight Express, A Trace of Paint. BV Midnight Express by a half length in the Heritage Place Futurity.
His half-brother, BV Travelin' Soldier, was second in this race last year, beaten by a desperate nose. But BV Midnight Express takes home this season's winner's share of $491,400 in the Heritage Place Futurity. Russell Hadley aboard. Bred and owned by Bella Vista Farms, BV Midnight Express is an Oklahoma-bred son of Freight Train B and the Trace Sace mare Ms. Trace Sace. Eddie Lee Willis is the winning trainer.
Oh, it feels great. I mean, I can't even explain it really, but I just like to say thanks to everybody that had something to do with this, and hell of a job.
Does he remind you, and in what ways might he remind you of the sibling that ran last year?
They got the same motor, like heart. Every time you take them out there, they'll give you 100%. And I mean, that's about all I can say about them. I mean, they're awesome horses.
Is this the biggest race you've had the opportunity to win?
Yes, it's my biggest, and hopefully it ain't the last.
BV Midnight Express improves to 3-for-4 lifetime with earnings of $550,000 plus. His time 17.196 seconds. Coming up, more races from across North America. Please stay with us.
Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up is sponsored by Remington Park Racing Casino and by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association.
They're off. The field gets away cleanly. On the inside, Cartel's Fortune. He's a fast rogue. There is Oldsmobile Hill, and far outside, the Eagle Express. It is the mare, Cartel's Fortune. Oldsmobile Hill bearing down on the outside, but here's the line, and it's going to be a driving finish.
They're off. The Speed Horse Graham, Paint-Appaloosa Futurity, good start by MT DeVos, just ahead of Painted Turnpike, now Aston rolling, WL Mr. Worldwide, a big one from the middle. Farther out, here's Paleface Cartel, trying to close outside Psychedelic Scott. Now Painted Turnpike has got clearance, Painted Turnpike rolling and holding off Psychedelic Scott by a head.
Our friends on social media are the first to find out about new content from RaceView Network. So be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to RaceView Network on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter. That'll do it for this week's edition of the show. We thank you for joining us. For the entire staff and crew, I'm Jim Byers. Be sure to watch for us next week for the next edition of RaceView Network's Weekend Wrap-Up.